What's up, y'all? I'm about to go ahead and give y'all that Psycho Pass anime review, episode 1. So, this genre for this anime is action, sci-fi, and supernatural. It's based in the future. So, the animation for this Psycho Pass show, all the reviews I've been doing, it looked like it's the best animation. The animation is beautiful. It is gorgeous. So, whoever like their sci-fi, action, and supernatural, it's a must watch just based off of that. And the story is real good too. It's based in the future. It basically started off, you see one of the dudes out the hound, his name Kogami. He's basically fighting off with somebody else. That's gonna take place later on down in episodes when they wind up showing it. But what wound up happening on this particular episode, we basically being introduced to Psychopaths, the Dominator, and how stuff work, in the future during their time while all this stuff going on. Cause you see Gonzo, if that's his name, if I'm saying it correctly, he's the first one that arrives on the scene. Then you see the newest Spectre arrives on the scene, Akane. Basically, she's brand new. Gonzo, he's the leader of the group. He told her, you brand new, I can't really teach you. You coming in, we saw them in, so you going in head first. Then you see the paddy wagon coming. That's when they bring in I think they called them psychopath criminals. Yeah, they brought in the psychopath criminal. So there was the Hound 1, Hound 2, Hound 3, Hound 4. So that's basically what they're going at when they get out the car. He's basically telling them like we use the beast. We use beast. What's the terminology they use? Use beast to hunt the beast. So they're making their own kind, hunt their own kind. So basically, they're making the criminals hunt the criminals. But these criminals, they what's the word I'm looking for? They more well experienced. They probably got more gun training, military training, or whatever the case may be. But now, when they all got out, they was introducing themselves. You seen this big machine open up. That's where they guns at. They call that the Dominator. And when Akane she picked up her gun, the Dominator basically it goes and telling you it was reading out her information and just giving her the manual update. Because one of the dudes from the house be like, yeah, it's very aggravating, but you tend to quiet out. But they are hunting down this one guy. His psychopath got too high. His aggression level was high. So one of the machines stopped him and basically told him he need treatment. And after that, he just went crazy. He just ran off and he kidnapped somebody. So that's what's going on in this situation on episode 1. So that's why they call the group, and because he got somebody kidnapped. But what we find out about the psychopaths, these guns, they read, well, the machines in the future, they read your brain level. So if I'm not mistaken, if your psychopaths get higher than 60, you can be detained by these guns. Now, if one of the officers pull a gun on you and your psychopath is not above 60, the gun won't fire off. Now, if it's higher than 60, the gun will paralyze you, because they had a thing when they was walking in the alleyway. She was real nervous. This is her first case. She was top of her class. So she seen a homeless bum sleeping, and she pulled the gun out on him because she was nervous. His psychopath was not over 60, so the gun wouldn't go off. So one of the dudes from Hound, they wound up finding the guy who kidnapped the lady. And they were showing his psychopath. His psychopath on earlier was like at 120 something, and he wound up finding him. So he wound up shooting at him. He was like, basically, he was saying to himself, your psychopath gets a little higher. He said the gun will wind up going to lethal. So what happened at that point when he shot him, the gun didn't paralyze him because he was on something. So he was like on some type of adrenaline or whatever it was the case was, and he took the paralyzing shot like it was nothing. He looked back at the old boy and he picked up the chick by the neck like he was about to get ready to snap her neck, because he was the crazy guy, I think it was Okra, I'm not mistaken, but he basically was telling her, yeah, I've never had sex with a pretty girl like you. He's like, I've been good my whole life. He said, but one day a machine told me my psychopath go high. My life is all screwed up. I can't get married. I can't get married. I can't get a good job. He said, no. He said, no, I'm gonna live the life I want to do. He said, he said, just basically, I'm gonna just cut up. So at that point, he wound up, fast forward, he wound up jumping out the window after he took the shot with a little girl. And he was peeping out psychopaths again. He said, yeah, my psychopath is all screwed up. And he said, your psychopath screwed up too now. And he wound up showing her psychopaths. Her was up to 110. So you know she was screwed. And then it flips back to the scene where Akane, one of the guys from How, he said, yeah, he said the psychopath is very addictive, especially to younger people. He said that's why we gotta hurry up and get her away from him because she can't get addicted to it because you have violent urges, stuff like that in general. So at that time, they didn't know her psychopath was really high. So by all the stuff, all the torture and stuff that he was doing to a girl, her psychopath really it jumped all the way up there. So at that time, they when he was explaining the situation to her, they come out the elevator. They wind up seeing the guy who wind up having the girl kidnapped. He basically tell them drop their guns. I think he had a knife at her neck, so he wound up one of the guys from Howard. He slid his gun on purposely, knowing that old guy he can't use a gun because with these guns you gotta be registered to use the guns. That's what it seems like so far. You have to be registered to use the gun. So when he picked up the gun and when Akane dropped her gun, he tried to shoot and he was like, "What's going on?" And then you seen what's the guy? Well, one of the main characters from How I'm trying to think of his name. What is his name? Oh, Kogami. Kogami. Once with Kogami, he basically used Akane and his partner for bait, and he came and shot old boy, and his psychopath was so high, and you're like, okay, there's one level of psychopath is it paralyzes you, and there's a second level of psychopaths. Now, when you at that second level of psychopaths, the gun turns into lethal mode and it kills you automatically. So when he shot him, he killed him. So at that point, she was like, "We here to rescue," and you hear the girl talking about no, no. But when she was saying no, no, she one of the guys the man that she was with, he had his gun pointed at her. He told her to pick up your gun and point at her. And when she did that, her psychopath was real high. It was like put it to paralyze mode, basically to put her to sleep. So she started freaking out. She was like Akane basically was like, no, we can't do that. We was just trying to rescue her, and now we gotta use the gun to put her to sleep. So the chick, she basically she started panicking. And she fell down the stairs. She was crawling into the sewer. And at that point, she was still talking to one of the guys. He was like she knew, so she don't know what she basically got herself into, on this or on her first go around, on her first assignment. Like she's really got herself into something. But you see, Kogami, he basically goes in the sewer and he's to go get her to basically shoot her because he wants to earn his paycheck. But at that point, the lady she's pulling the gasoline down in the sewer and it was leaking everywhere and she had a lighter in her hand and she's basically telling him to stay back. And when she did that, the gun updated again. Her psychopath went up to the second level. So he was gonna shoot her and Akane was basically begging him, please don't shoot her. We was just trying to rescue her. She's like, please don't shoot her. And he's how the scene took place, he was whispering. Maybe Akane just couldn't hear him. So he's about to get ready to pull the trigger. Akane basically shot him, knocked him out, paralyzed because by them being psychopath criminals, you can shoot them. If you're on a force and you don't have like nothing wrong with you, you can shoot them because they are actually criminals. But they work for the police team. So Akane basically shot him. He got paralyzed, and Akane basically told her, he's like, please put down the lighter. She said, if you don't put down a lighter, this gun is going to kill you. I'm here to help you. So when she pulled down a lighter, you hear the gun start talking. You hear the gun. What the gun say? Update psychopaths. You cannot paralyze us. So when you hear the gun, it was her team leader up top with the other two members from Hound. He basically shot her, paralyzed her, knocked out, put her to sleep, and he told Akane, I want your update for this assignment, and that's basically how the episode ends. before that, and the guy that she was with, she's like, ooh, she got a lot to learn, and he say early in the episode, you need to everything you learn in that academy, you need to throw out the window, because when you're on the field, it's a whole different subject. But that's it for this anime. Well, that's it for that. But y'all, this anime is really good. I recommend you watching it. It looks like they got a well, we could expect a lot from this episode coming up on with the further episodes that's gonna drop. So that's it for this one. I can catch y'all on episode 2 later.